Good afternoon, Yorktown. This is Yorktown Supervisor Matt Slater reporting to you from Town Hall. It is 4:05 on Saturday, March 14th. I wanted to provide an update on the ongoing coronavirus, also known as COVID-19. I'm joined with Monsignor Gene Durko of St. Patrick's Church right here in Yorktown. We have a couple of things to discuss, and we're going to get right into it. Earlier today, I met with our full team of emergency officials here in Yorktown, from the police department with Chief Noble. We had the Yorktown Volunteer Fire District represented with Chief Swart. Of course, the Lake Mohegan Fire Department, as well as EMS from Lake Mohegan and YVAC. We also had with us Noreen O'Driscoll, who's too shy to stand next to me right now, but is here as well, who runs our senior nutrition program here in Yorktown. We reviewed a number of procedures and protocols, and because of that conversation, we identified quite a few issues that we felt needed to be addressed. And therefore, I did sign an emergency order pointing out three key components. First, all owners and managers of residential buildings within the town of Yorktown that have more than 6 dwelling units, I want to say that again, more than 6 dwelling units, all homeowner associations within the town of Yorktown, all condominium and co-op boards within the town of Yorktown shall provide the town with reliable emergency contact information that will allow the town to communicate effectively with the owners, managers, associations, and boards. Such information will be sent to the town via email to jbelcastro@yorktownny.org on or before 5 p.m. on March 18th. We're asking for the building address, full name, telephone number, and email address of a primary and secondary emergency contact person. This gives us the ability, in case we need to speak directly to a property owner if there's an issue at one of our apartment complexes. Secondly, the town of Yorktown has suspended door-to-door solicitation for commercial use only. No door-to-door sales individuals, salesmen are able to go door-to-door in the town of Yorktown, and that is suspended. If anyone does have a peddler or solicitor license by the town, please contact the town clerk's office, and we will rectify that immediately. Lastly, we have grave concerns regarding members of our senior community here in Yorktown. And so we also ordered all entities that provide home health aid services within the town of Yorktown, they will ensure that their home health aides are properly screened for warning signs of COVID-19, which includes fever, cough, shortness of breath, and that they are cleared before beginning any new assignments of home health care within the town of Yorktown. Like I said, we do have grave concerns over our senior population. They are amongst the most vulnerable, but of course this doesn't just pertain to our seniors, but to home health aides providing services to individuals with compromised immune systems. In addition, I want to provide a very strong recommendation, not an order, but a recommendation for the management and owners of both Beaver Ridge and Wynwood Oaks in Shrub Oak. Beaver Ridge in the Heights Hamlet, Wynwood Oaks in Shrub Oak. As many of you know, Governor Cuomo handed down an executive order which limited visitation in our nursing homes. The nursing home facilities here in Yorktown are adhering to that policy, but that policy does not apply to Beaver Ridge or Wynwood Oaks. And so I am urging the management of both Beaver Ridge and Wynwood Oaks to adhere to the visitation restrictions that are being applied to our nursing homes by limiting visits to essential personnel or by helping seniors who live in these facilities to relocate to family members' homes. Again, this is not an order. This is a very strong recommendation we are making pertaining to these two facilities. And I have visited Beaver Ridge personally this week with Noreen O'Driscoll, who runs our nutrition center. We've been in contact with Wynwood Oaks. I've been personally in contact with the owner of Wynwood Oaks. And this recommendation comes in partnership with him and his staff. But we believe at this point, to better protect the seniors who live in these complexes, the best course of action is to adhere to either the governor's direct order that right now applies to our nursing home facilities, such as the Country House and Seabury and the Field Home, or to help assist those living in Beaver Ridge and Wynwood Oaks relocate to family members at this point in time. I want to also provide a reminder. There is a mobile testing site at Glen Island in New Rochelle. I did have a few people reach out. In order to take advantage of the mobile testing site down in New Rochelle, you have to call ahead. The number to make an appointment is 888-364-3065. I'll say that again. The mobile testing number to make an appointment is 888-364-3065. You cannot just show up to Glen Island and expect to be tested for COVID-19. You have to call ahead. And again, one more time, that number to call ahead is 888-364-3065. As a reminder, Lakeland and Yorktown schools will be closed both Monday and Tuesday of the coming week. Ossining will be closed on Monday. And you can follow them on Facebook, Twitter, also jump on their individual websites. They've done a fantastic job communicating with parents and our communities about their future direction. Last night I was joined by County Legislators Vidat Ghashi and Colin Smith. I also want to thank once again County Executive George Latimer. We were able to overcome an information barrier pertaining to sharing of information. Both Chief Noble and I have signed the NDA with the county, and we expect to have our secure portal online by hopefully the end of the weekend, if not Monday the latest, to be able to have accurate information. Once again, we are committed to providing any and all verified and accurate information to the public, and that's what we are doing here today. I do have a few announcements that I'm going to ask Monsignor to step to the podium. We have several cancellations within the interfaith community. I met with our interfaith community and our leaders of the interfaith community just the other morning, and we had a very healthy conversation, and I do want to reiterate something that I took away from that meeting, and that's just because we are encouraging social distancing, and I've said this many times, we're not suggesting social isolation. And so I think it's important for us to find ways to communicate with our most vulnerable neighbors, our loved ones, our seniors. We can do that through a variety of ways, via telephone, FaceTime, using modern technology, but I do want to make sure that we are guarding against a high risk of social depression, which may be caused by social isolation during this difficult time within our community. But I've said it before, and I'll say it again, Yorktown always amazes and impresses me. We've had people reach out to me directly about supporting our Meals on Wheels program, which we will be getting into shortly. And I also want to highlight and thank one of our fantastic community partners, and that's the Chicos in Jefferson Valley. Thanks to Noreen O'Driscoll, again, who's here hiding from the camera, who runs our nutrition program for our seniors. The Chicos in Jefferson Valley, for seniors only. For seniors only, the Chicos in Jefferson Valley will be doing free shopping and delivery for this Monday and Tuesday only. Again, just for our seniors, for Monday and Tuesday only, for orders of $30 or more. And that's from the Chico's in Jefferson Valley. To place your order, please call 914-245-1262. This is just for our seniors at home, who I hope are watching. The Chico's in Jefferson Valley, 914-245-1262 for our seniors, for free shopping and delivery Monday and Tuesday, for orders of $30 or more. And Noreen, there was a limitation on I think it was one bag per household for our seniors. And again, our nutrition center is delivering food to those who have utilized that program in the past, our Meals on Wheels program, and those who rely on our nutrition center for their food. And if people have questions, you can also call our nutrition center. But the Chico's in Jefferson Valley, for seniors only, will be delivering Monday and Tuesday for free for orders of $30 or more. Just call 914-245-1262. And I really want to thank DeChico's and the DeChico family for this incredible service for our seniors during this trying time. In addition, like I said, a couple of cancellations. The 4th UU congregation in Mohegan Lake has canceled services through March. That's the 4th UU congregation in Mohegan Lake has canceled services through March. The Church of the Good Shepherd over in Granite Springs has also canceled services through the end of March. St. Andrew's Lutheran Church off of 202 by the police department has canceled services through the end of March. All have indicated they will be reassessing as we get through this month. I also want to remind folks at home our town board meetings have been canceled, which is one of the reasons an emergency was declared, as well as all of our volunteer advisory boards have been canceled. Our nutrition center is closed to the public, but again, as I said earlier, the Meals on Wheels program is serving those individuals in need. Our library is capped at capacity of 30 patrons at a time, and they will be closed. The John C. Hart Library will be closed tomorrow, which is Sunday, the 15th. Sunday the 15th, they will be closed to the public so we can ensure proper cleaning by staff. We will be back with more information if there is more information tomorrow. I've committed to continuing to provide as much information that is, again, verified and accurate to the public. Assuming there is more information tomorrow, I will be back to provide that information to you, the public. If you do have questions, you can email me directly, mslater@yorktownny.org. Again, that's mslater@yorktownny.org. With that being said, I want to ask Monsignor to come to the podium and provide some announcements on behalf of the Archdiocese.
Thank you. I want to begin by thanking Supervisor Slater for his good work, his hard work on so many issues. I almost want to say that we have to stop meeting like this under urgent circumstances, but we all do what we have to do and what we see as necessary. And so the reason that I'm here really right now is because in a rather dramatic turn of events, Cardinal Dolan, the Archbishop of New York, the Catholic Archdiocese of New York, decided this afternoon that all masses in the Archdiocese, in all churches of the Archdiocese, would cease as of today until further notice. We're certain that at some time masses will be celebrated again, but it is a dramatic announcement. It came just a couple of hours ago. And so, for example, here in Yorktown, St. Patrick's Church and St. Elizabeth Ann Seton Church will not have masses this weekend and throughout the coming week. Churches will, however, remain open according to the Cardinal's directive, but if people come for private prayer, they should keep a safe distance, and I'm thinking that that means at least 6 feet between people for private prayer. We should not have people congregating or groups together in church. It is such an unusual time, and the Cardinal also said that he urges the faithful, Catholic and others, I'm certain he means everyone, to pray for all those impacted by this outbreak of the coronavirus. And certainly that means really everyone in the world. It's everywhere in the world at this point. So the supervisor and so many other officials, religious and civic leaders have said we shouldn't panic, but we do have to take this seriously, and there's no question that so many are now understanding how important all of this is. So again, thank you, Supervisor.
Thank you, Monsignor. You're welcome. I want to just take a moment, and I should have started with this, but this community is so lucky to have the first responders that we do. And I spent all morning, again today, with representatives from each of our first responder, from each organization who responds to our needs and emergencies in this town, and they are not wavering. They are here to serve us. And places like the YVAC, I was with Captain Davin, and the Yorktown Volunteer Fire District with Captain Swart, they are 100% volunteer. They are not being paid to come to your door. And I think this community owes them and all of our first responders just an immense debt of gratitude for their willingness to protect us, to serve us. And I just wanted to make a special acknowledgement to all of our first responders who may be watching, who I hope are watching, that this community is so thankful for what you are doing. And not just our first responders, but our nurses and our medical professionals who are on the front lines dealing with this day in and day out, who are choosing to be on that front line rather than at home with their families. And so on behalf of our community, I just want to say thank you. It doesn't go unnoticed. We are so indebted to you, and we just hope that you all stay safe and healthy during this trying time. And finally, as I've said before, I'll say it again, this is Yorktown. We meet adversity head on. We lead from the front, and we will continue to do so. I plan on continuing to share information with you, the public, daily, as long as that information, again, is verified and accurate. And I do want to, one more time, for safekeeping, remind everyone that the mobile testing number, 888-364-3065, 888-364-3065, and you can always email me directly, mslater@yorktownny.org. Again, to all of Yorktown, stay healthy, stay safe, and we'll be back soon. Thank you.